Emma Hayes has officially taken charge of the U.S. women's national team and named her first roster. Hayes is coming off of a season that saw her win a 5th consecutive WSL title with Chelsea and her record 7th league title with the Blues. Our very own Lisa Carlin and Charlie Davies had a chance to catch up with her. Take a listen.
Alongside former U.S. men's international Charlie Davies, I'm Lisa Carlin. We are so pleased right now to welcome in the newest head coach of the United States women's national team, Emma Hayes. Coach, welcome in. How are you?
Yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm in New York City. It's a city that I love. I 7 years living here and just had a chance to be in Central Park today. I've been in and out of interviews. I've been at the NWSL offices. It's been a great day meeting people.
Well, congratulations on this next step and this new chapter in what is a very storied and already trophied career, very celebrated for you. But why did you choose and what led you to U.S. soccer and the United States women's national team?
Well, I think the timing was probably right. I've been at Chelsea 12 years and I wasn't going to leave for any challenge, but a country that I'd spent the best part of 10 years living and working in, I felt that that opportunity wouldn't come around again. And I felt that maybe the 14 years I've been out of the country that I've developed in a way that allows me to come back and take the top job and impart that experience and that wisdom in a way that will help the team compete.
Emma, it's a pleasure to talk to you. But I'm curious, you've started here, you've grown the game, you've helped grow the game, you've been an advocate, and you've had this really storied career so far. And obviously you still have a lot left to achieve.
Hope so.
Well, yeah, of course. But what excites you and what scares you about this job?
Listen, I love being in America, so nothing scares me about being here. I know what the expectations are, but I've learned over many years coaching that I just need to focus on the processes and get the players to, buy into those things. And we need to collectively work on the performances that are going to get us to the best version of ourselves. And right now, it's going to be a great starting point next week in camp, and it's certainly still very open for everybody to make the roster. And I just can't wait to get in. I just want to meet the players, and I want to get to work.
I guess you have nothing to fear when you got tight shoe game. I've seen the sneakers you rocked on the last game on the sidelines for Chelsea.
Today.
All right, so thank you. I had to come prepared for this. So if it's you and Greg head to head in a shoe battle, and who's taking the cake there?
Come on, is that even a question?
Okay. What's your favorite pair of kicks? If you had,
he's got
one day left.
Pairs of kicks, but no, I think I trump him on them once, and if not, I'm gonna have to speak with Nike about it and make sure of it. To be honest,
I can tell you one thing: I haven't seen a custom pair that he's rocked yet. You came with the fire in that last match.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's I love getting a pair of trainers, as we call them in England, and I've sort of become a bit of a victim of my own success with those things. And I feel like every week I go out, I'm under pressure to putting on a better pair. So, but listen, for me, wearing a nice pair of shoes makes me comfy to be able to do the job I need to on the touchline.
Well, Coach, you came correct today, a big day of media, and you said you're wearing some good shoes, but your first match on the sidelines for the United States women's national team, what do you have planned to wear? What shoe?
Yeah, I know every woman says they have the answer to this, but I'm telling you, I do not. I've got a couple of pairs with me. I might end up getting a new pair for the game, but I have come here so unprepared when it comes to my shoe game. Because I've spent all the focus on getting the sessions right, the planning right, I completely forgot to get an outfit.
Well, I know the swoosh takes care of you, so you'll be all set.
Maybe repping some red, white, and blue ones before we know it. Well, we're excited to look forward to that first match day, what shoes you have rocking, but also what your team looks like once they take the pitch. So what does an Emma Hayes team look like? What are the defining characteristics of an Emma Hayes team?
Well, it's a great question, and I know that, everyone will have a different opinion on it. But the first thing is I'll have a committed team that where everybody's pulling in the same direction. That my big question will always be, is everything we're doing helping the team win? And our focus is on making sure, we do that, because look, everybody's goals are the same. Everybody wants to win. But for me, I want to make sure we've got a team of people that are pulling in the same direction, that are focused on the process, and that understand the performance requirements. And I don't talk a lot tactically, publicly, and not because we don't have a plan, but I never like to give anything away. So forgive me for never doing that, but I'd rather tell you that up front.
Emma, I respect that as a former player. But one thing that stands out to me as you come into this role is, for the first time in a long time, I think since Tony DeCicco, the manager coming in has a bigger personality than what's in the locker room. Typically you see Mia Hamm, Abby Wambach, Christine Lilly, Hope Solo, on and on, Carly Lloyd. But you come in, and it seems like the U.S. Women's National Team is in a little bit of a transition, and you're the star, right? I know you're all about the team, and it's not about you, but how do you manage that?
Listen, I lead a really quiet life, so I don't really pay much attention to any of that stuff. What I know is that I'm a facilitator, and my job is to go into that locker room and bring the best out of the people that are in there, both on and off the pitch. So I'm not interested in, where I sit within that. My job is to drive the bus, make sure I, provoke the right moments for the players. And as I said, I want to get the best out of them. But to do that, I've got to get to know them. So I'm not someone, I'm someone who loves being part of a team. Like, that for me is the part of the job I love the most. I'm not a standalone person.
Are you the kind of bus driver that'll let me mess around in the back seat, or are you like, everybody sit still?
You know what?
I control the music.
Put my headphones on.
Yeah.
I know when to put them on. I know when not to listen. I know when to put my foot on the pedal. Trust you me, and I'll know when to put my foot on the brakes. Well, I'm not collecting the fares, and I'm definitely not cleaning up the bus, but I'll be part of a team that will do that.
Well, believe me, you don't want Charlie messing around and letting free by himself.
Hey,
you gotta
I'm an incredible
sometimes.
DJ. Come on, man. I got the music on lock.
This build up to you coming to this team and coaching has been a long time in the making. And since the announcement, and you have been in England, Twyla Kilgore has taken over, and she was the interim head coach, and she took this team through the last 6 months. But how much contact and influence have you had over the last 6 months?
I mean, first of all, I don't think I'd be here today as prepared as I can be without Twyla. Twyla and the work she's done, not just in the 6 months, but prior to that, has been immeasurable. She's not only steadied the ship, but she's been able to collaborate with me on a regular basis to implement step by step small things that are going to really matter, and make changes to the roster that has seen us, experience some different players that, might not have that many caps, or if any at all. And I think she's done a tremendous job, just managing the roster in a time of uncertainty. And that's while the players, have had to sit between that. I can assure you off the field, the staff have all been pulling in the same direction to make sure we provide, a timeline, a program, a pathway up until the Olympics in a very detailed way. And Twyla deserves all the credit.
You can catch the second part of that interview on Morning Footy tomorrow. We'll be back in just a moment with a preview of this weekend's Champions League final between Lyon and Barcelona.